Hello everybody, welcome back, and in today's video we're back with Lambert's. Kevin's here, so we teamed up again. We got on so well there after buying the quad that he's dropped down a bit of kit, as you can see. So he's dropped down this Chapman Flail Mower, and what he's going to do now is he's going to talk us through it. Right Kevin, you're the expert, so you walk us through this Flail Mower.
This is the new Chapman FM 150 Pro. This is a 5-foot with the 25 horsepower Honda Keystart engine, and it has the hammerhead flails.
So where are these made, Kevin?
These are made in England. So this is the 5-foot flail mower. They're designed for cutting heavy rushes, so you can get them in either the 4-foot or 5-foot cutting width. You can get them with either a 21 or a 25 horsepower Honda Keystart engine. This one here is the Pro model with the 25 horsepower and the hammerhead flails.
So they're the more heavy duty flails.
Heavy duty flails.
The other ones are just kind of like a Y.
They're a Y flail.
Perfect. And then you have it. We put on a safety button. This comes standard on them too. That
safety stop.
That you cut it out.
With that zip tied up there too. You can offset the drawbar with these. That opens there, and you can.
So you can either drag it straight behind you or to the side if you want.
Yeah, I think it's easier on the bike to have it straight behind.
Yeah.
For what you save, it's just easier on everything.
Yeah.
Your height adjustment is here. It's key start. There's a choke there as well. Your petrol tank is there. They're designed for putting the heavy rushes.
And can you switch the wheels the same way as the other ones where they go kind of in behind it?
Yeah, so if you wanted to get up alongside a wall or a fence, if you were to open that big nut there,
yeah,
and then 4 bolts, you can take this wheel and this complete arm here,
yeah,
and that'll swap to go the far side, and it'll run alongside it behind.
So it'll basically be behind it, so if you wanted to get a real even cut, you just put it behind.
Yeah.
And you know, they don't look that big in pictures and stuff, but when you see them, that is a serious lump of an engine too.
There is power with it. You need that sort of power, 21 horsepower or even the 25 for cutting the heavy rushes.
Well, especially for what we're about to go into now, yeah. You need it, because these rushes haven't been cut in a long time, and you need that power. So this is made by Chapman, and you were saying there that they have a full range of other products.
Yes, they do everything in Anthem for behind the quads and UTVs. So we'll say they do rotary mowers, they do wheel wipers, bale trailers. This is the brochure here, just everything they do.
So you name it, they do it.
Arena levelers.
Nearly everything. Now I've seen this dump trailer the time we were up there as well, and this one here, this number 40, and that is they're a seriously well built machine, like.
That's the director there, James Chapman.
That's the main man, yeah.
Man. Started off there in 2010. They do make really good stuff.
So Kevin was saying here that there is finance available on these, so he's just gonna, how much a week are these, Kevin?
That machine there would come in at €33 per week.
Yeah.
With no deposit. That's all in, VAT included. If you're to go for the likes of the FM 120, which is the 4-foot Y flail, 21 horsepower, that would come in at about 28 per week. So
yeah, so it's nothing, a few pints and a pack of fags.
You could smoke it in a day or two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, sure, look. What we'll do now is we'll head out now and we'll give this a bash and we'll see how we get on. Okay, so it's a bit windy down here, but I'm down in the uncle's land with this mulcher. It's a few days later, and what I'm going to do is just mark off, you see where I was testing it there, but what I want to do is mark off an acre, see how long it takes, see how much fuel I use. I have the quad and the mulcher up to the max of fuel, so I'm just going to mark out an acre and try and get a mixture of grass, heavy rush and some of the lighter rush. So that's the acre marked out, so it's going down to roughly about where the top of my finger is there, across over here and up here and back along, so this whole patch here has to get done.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round around the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna quit my job. Never wanna have no bars. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night.
Okay, so we have the acre done. So all along the side there, over and back up and over here. It might look like it's not an acre, but it is. We're in a 75 acre field here, so it's like a drop in the ocean. But what did I think of the machine? Well, I have to say it cut very well. As you can see here, like say this is good thick rush, like, you know, and you even see the soil is up through it. Now I cut it high, and there is patches, like say this patch here where it was very bad, where you will have to go against the grain, like the opposite way to what you cut it the first time, just to get that clean cut. As regards soft rush or anything like that, it's fine. What I found here actually, and look, I have this on test, so I'm going to say what I think. This panel here on the back, if I owned this and I was able to trick away with it the way I wanted, I'd either remove that, or what I do is I try and take out this bolt and some way lift it up that the trash and the material can get out the back. Just felt that when you hit a big bit of rush with heavy grass, it kind of choked the machine. Didn't stop it now or anything, but just kind of, you had to go very slow through that part. If that was off it, I think that would make a big difference. It would let out the stuff out the back, but I think that would make a huge difference. So time wise, the acre took about just under 30 minutes. That's in low, going very slow. Pretty much the same as when I was topping with the tractor during the start of the year when I got that other bit of ground rent and beyond. It wasn't any slower or faster. The difference between this machine here and the topper on the back of the tractor was you were breaking shear bolts like mad on the tractor, whereas this thing, you'd feel it starting to struggle, you just slow down a bit and she'd kick on, not a bother. You're not out all the time trying to switch shear bolts and everything. Another thing I found about this, and if I owned it I think it would be handy, is that say you were paddock grazing, you could throw this in the back of the quad, go out, you'd have your paddock done in an hour or two and it'd be done. And instead of going, taking whatever's off the back of the tractor, putting it on the top or bringing it out, top and shear bolts going, all that sort of stuff. So petrol wise, I filled the quad before we started, and I filled the mower before we started, the Chapman mower. So there's a little bit, there's probably about 2 litres gone out of the mower, and we're still full on the quad, so probably a litre has gone out of the quad. So probably you're looking at probably around 3.5 litres per acre, which again isn't too bad. I think it's a great job, you know. This machine would suit someone, I think, who is going out and trying to do a bit of work on the land like this, kind of rushier ground, or even a contractor's machine. This is the Pro model, 5 foot obviously. My quad is 686cc, and on the flat ground not a bother, but I'd say if we were doing this on a hill she'd need every single one of it. So I'd say minimum requirement, I'd say you'd want 500. You'd want a 500cc quad for that. Would I buy one? Yes. Can I? No, because I've no money, but that's beyond the point. But I'd buy one definitely. I was very happy with it. At the start now, the start just didn't kick off right, like, and even Kevin would say that he dropped it off, and even he was saying at the start he wasn't happy with it. But we fiddled around with the heights and that on the mower, and I just put it down to the engine just needed a bit of warming up and just needed to work itself in, and the flails brightening up a bit, and Jesus, it's flying now, like. But we done the first 2 passes the other day when he dropped it off, and the two of us looked at each other and says, oh Jesus, what's this, like, you know, it's not doing a great job. But as you can see, like, not a bother on it, like, and it flew around there, no bother. So look, overall I think this is a very good machine. I think it's ideal for someone like that on hilly ground, rough ground, as well then someone who's going to go out and contract, or even the lads in organics. There is not a TAMS grant untrailed flail mowers. You can get one on mounted ones obviously, but not on flail. So if you see ads out there and they're telling you can get the grant on it, you can't, not on trailed machines, I don't think. Just double check that, but I'm nearly full sure, 100% sure that's right. Again, Chapman, really well built. It's seriously sturdy, didn't rock it. Honda engine, you can't go wrong, and everything is so easy to work. Put on, off. Your start button, I just cable tie it down, it's put it somewhere where you need it. Really easy to operate. It's made in England. We won't hold that against them. Nothing can be perfect. So it is an English machine, but look, we won't hold it against them. They're bad enough for Brexit, so we just leave it at that. A big thank you to Kevin and Noel in Lamberts for dropping down the machine for me to have a go on. There's 1 acre less for the uncle there, rushes, and next year hopefully that grass will get going and he'll have a bit less next year. They were saying there that, look, if you see this video and you mention it to them and they're running an offer now at the minute, just go in and say it to them, and what you do is if you get finance on it, instead of being €30 a week, they're knocking off a few euros, so, or €33 will be €30 a week, so over your couple of years that'll be a big saving. They have a few in stock at the minute. Get on to them because they're selling a good few of them at the minute. And like I said, thanks to Kevin and Noel. Get in touch with them. It's Lambert's ATV there in Roscommon. They do full range of quads, mowers, all attachments, service parts, the whole shebang. You'll see the video if you go back and watch the other one when I bought the quad. So I'm just going to leave it there. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you liked it, and we'll see you in the next one.